get the sense that something really historic and important is going to happen tonight. A year ago on my programme we asked listeners to write in and say what they thought was the most influential folk album of all time. And overwhelmingly the vote was for Liege and Lief. So tonight, with guest vocals from Chris Wilde, we've got the 1969 lineup of Fairport Convention. The first time in 40 years. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Something to tell your grandchildren about. Would you please welcome on stage Fairport 1969 for Liege and Lief live.
you. And thank you. Thank you back there in the yellow t-shirt. Thank you all. Not that one though. No. Thank you all very much. In case you're wondering, and you've been hiding underneath a small stone for the last 40 years, we're a band called Fairport Convention. Without you, we couldn't exist, but we have turned the clock back tonight and we're celebrating something quite special. There may be one or two people who don't actually know us individually, personally by name and, you know, blood group. But I'd like to introduce the culprits, if I may. This is a man from whom I learned everything that he forgot about guitar playing. His music is mother's milk to me. Your friend and mine, Richard Thompson. Sitting beside the most important bass drum in the world is a young man who had the misfortune to buy a copy of The Melody Maker sometime in 1969, scan the musicians wanted column. Drummer needed, must have own hair and passport. Dave Mattacks fitting the bill. On the bass over there is an eminent squeeze. A man who is responsible for all of this palaver, I suppose. Ultimately, it was his doing. He is the webmaster before they had the word. It's Ashley Hutchings. And of course, none of this would be possible without the most brave of bravest stand-ins, the lovely Chris Wilde. And all this chatter has just been to cover up the fact that somebody has insisted on retuning his fiddle. You didn't notice that though, I was so slick. There's a guy in the corner there who's the best advertisement for the National Health Service. And in this adoring multitude of grateful folks who are happy to see him striding the stage again. I hope there's 20,000 people out there who are signed up to the organ donor registry. Get on it!